We often talk in yoga class about developing trust and having the students trust us and behaving in such a way to inspire trust from the students. This is all very important, but in truth, no one will trust me unless I first trust myself. So how do we trust our own self? How do we know how to do that? As we teach and learn yoga, it may actually be the first time that we have worked physically with other human beings, sharing space with them. There is a certain intimacy in the interactions of teaching yoga. In yoga class, we're close to other people. We may touch those other people. And so if this is a new experience for me, as I approach this touch, I may discover that as I teach, I'm actually learning more about my own self. I'm discovering more about the things that I'm not comfortable with, the things that I am comfortable with. I may end up learning much more about myself through the process. This is why we say that yoga teaching is sadhana. It's not a job, not a career, but it becomes part of my own personal sadhana. If I've never developed a trust in my own body and an understanding of my own abilities and limitations, my emotions, my fears, then how can I teach someone else to discover that? One of the most important things that we can teach the students is how to trust their own self, their own body. And how could we do that if we don't trust our own? Respecting my own boundaries, students can see that I am respecting myself, my own body, my own energy. I'm not showing off or trying to impress anybody, but I maintain that self-respect. The first thing is to listen to my own body and mind in practice. How much do I want to push? Can I discern what is right for me today? Can I accept that everything is always changing? Having clear boundaries is a sign of strength. Get out of your own head and get into your own body. Yoga will help us to do this beautifully. Here are some tips for discovering boundaries. Self-practice is key. Watch the decisions that you make for your own self and give space for those decisions to be different from day to day. Do I notice tension in my body or in my mind as I'm doing certain things? Do I notice my emotions? I may even feel discomfort, fear, even sick or tired to avoid looking at those emotions. Notice whether I like a practice or I dislike a practice and try to determine why that may be. Notice whether your values are respected or compromised in your practice and teaching. This can even be quite small, something like imitating someone else or accepting touch that you don't like. Ask yourself what you wish had happened differently. So how can we gain trust as teachers? Here are some tips. Keep your word. Your own personal practice informs your teaching, so do practice at least a little bit daily. Communicate clearly. Cultivate empathy for others and the pain and insecurity that may be carried into a yoga class. Create a safe and consistent environment. Explain what you are doing, whether you will make corrections, and the reasons for physical touch in the class. Also, offer the possibility of opting out of touch entirely. Prioritize the student's needs and comfort rather than your own. Be honest about your own challenges in practice. This can be incredibly inspiring for a student. Make eye contact and learn the names of students. The sadhana of teaching yoga is a lifelong one. The learning is deep and the relationships we cultivate in practice are meaningful. I hope that is helpful. Om Namah Shivaya.